very excited to have this very first Diamond Nights call with our very special Royal Crown Diamonds, Ulli and Vijay from Austria. You have to know that Ulli, Vijay and I, we work very close the last 2 years, and I learned a lot about young living, leadership, and how to build a successful network marketing from these both uh, people. I mean, they have their heart on the right place. They are family people. They love their team. the, Gary Young started opening Europe with them. So Vijay is the very first person who learned raindrop technique from Gary himself, and then he educated whole Europe with it. And I personally can only tell you, if you visit an event from Ulli and Vijay, you want to join Young Living, and you love to be Young Living because they know exactly how to show people what Young Living is about. It's about people, it's about mindset, it's about loving the products, knowing our roots. And of course, they know exactly what it means to build this business because they experience all the steps. They started at the point, with nothing, and they made it to a family business and achieved the top, becoming the Royal Crown Diamonds. And I can tell you, nobody else who I know in Young Living can really take you through these steps and show it to you. And therefore, let's give them both a warm welcome to this call. I'm so excited. Welcome to our call, Ulli and Vijay.
Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you for everything. You are the best general manager we ever had, but now you are not our not general manager. I'm so sorry. The best country manager, and thank you so much. We really love you, and the last 2 years were, yes, they were really great with you. Now you are ranked up. Now you're the sales director. But our connection is really very deep. So thank you for this invitation. And yes, let's start with our story. Let's start to bring you there where we are today. That's our own, yes, that's our own goal, that all of you are getting diamonds and Royal Crown diamonds. So a little bit about us, about our story, and yes, what was the beginning? So I share my screen with you. So let's start. Okay.
I think I was a little bit younger.
Yes, me too. We were a little bit younger at that time. So our journey with Young Living began in 2001. It's nearly 20 years ago. A wonderful friend of, it's a long time. Yes, it's a very long time. Yes, you can imagine Young Living was built in 1994, so it was only 7 years after that Young Living, yes, was founded by Gary and Mary. And yes, in 2001, we really fell in love. Not only with Young Living, also we both fell in love.
Yes, I think it was about 1 month before I found Young Living, got the products of Young Living. So I found Ulli too.
Yes, and the wonderful person in this picture in the middle of us, she is a wonderful friend of us, and she brought the oils to Europe because she had a friend in the US, and he had the oils, and she brought them to Europe, and she said to Vijay, look what I have wonderful oils.
And she gave me 1 drop of peppermint, and this 1 drop, I think I was excited. I was so much excited, And then she said to me, and it is also a network marketing company. And I said, oh God, not with me. I was not excited about network marketing. That was the real beginning.
Of course, yes. That was the real beginning of our story. And we really had no clue how network marketing works, nothing. The only thing was that we were really very, very excited about the oils. Yes, and at that time, Vijay was a massage therapist, so.
Yes, I worked on people, I helped them, and when I started to use the oils, all my work got much better. And so people become very excited about the products of Young Living.
And I was a mom of 2, and I was an entrepreneur. So my kids were only, at that time, were only 4 years old and 1.5 years when we met the first time. So yes, we were really excited about the product, and so we tried to bring the product to the people, because we really didn't have, yes, we don't know how to build up network marketing. So we want to build up, we want to bring the oils to the people because, yes, of our excitement. And you have to know, we had our upline, but she also had no clue how network marketing is working. So we can't, it was not possible for us to ask her.
Or someone above.
Someone above, because we are in the third line directly under Young Living. So we ask how we can bring the oils to the people, but there was no upline who could tell us how we can bring the oils to the people. So we asked our upline. And this was Gary.
Yeah, it's one of my most loving pictures I had with him, and he's just a big heart. He was just a big heart on 2 legs. And there we stand in the lavender field in France.
Yes, this was 2003.
Yeah. And after this meeting, he invited me to come to New Jersey, to America, to learn the raindrop from him. And 4 years later, in 2007, I became a raindrop instructor. And Gary taught only 6 people worldwide as a raindrop instructor. So I'm really happy that I had this wonderful experience.
And you have to know that at this time, Gary said to us that he didn't want to come with Young Living to Europe, because he said that Europe, the European people, they are not able to build network marketing. So this was, yes, you have to mute her maybe.
Yeah, thank
All
you.
good.
Yeah.
And he said, and it was a talk in America together with Precamind, and we said to Gary, when do you come to Europe? And he said, okay, if you have 500 people, then I come to Europe. And so we said, okay, let's do it.
Yes, and also the thing was there was nothing in German, so my English is not the best. I try and I give my best, but it's not the best. And at that time, Vijay, even
I couldn't speak English too.
So it was really very hard. But we were so excited about the products that we really want to bring them to Europe without knowing anything about essential oils, anything else. So we translated all the stuff to German that we can bring the thing to the people. And we also had to order in the US, so it was really expensive to order that product. So I think this was really a work from the bottom, and now nearly 20 years later, we have everything. And I always say, when somebody is claiming about something, it doesn't matter, because we have everything. That only little things that are not working, only very little things. If you want to go for something, you have to go.
So it doesn't matter how big the problems are, what you have around you. It is important that you have excitement in you, that you have the heart and the mindset of a pioneer. And the pioneer says, it doesn't matter, I just want to achieve my goal. And this is it. We were excited so much that we did not look left or right, or if we have money or whatever. We had no money at this time, so sometimes we had no money to buy food for the kids.
Yes, that was at the beginning. It was a really hard time. So, and then we became, after then we asked Gary what we can do, and he said, yes, you have to bring the oils to the people, and you can teach the raindrop technique and aromatherapy, because he is an aromatherapist, and he only talked about the oils. He never talked, at that time, he never talked about the network marketing. So we did really the same what Gary was doing. And in Europe, we had, for I think for 6 or 7 years, only this set. We only worked with this one essential 7 set, that kit. It was the first kit we had in Europe. Now it's not longer in the not longer to order it, but it was really the first we had.
We started with that, and years over years, I just spoke about these 7 essential oils in this kit, and it was funny, because people who joined my presentations, they came a second and a third time, but I always spoke about these oils, so they loved it. And for years I had no other products to build up this business.
Yes, and then we opened the first raindrop studio in Europe. That's our little first studio in Europe, the raindrop studio. Then we teach them the raindrop technique day and night to many people.
Oops.
In many different ways, you see. And we had so many ideas. Then we opened our first academy of aromatherapy. We developed other very interesting trainings concepts on the feet and in the skin, on the face, everywhere. Yes, we did a lot of things to bring the oils to the people.
We were very inspired. We were very inspired what you can do with essential oils.
Yes, and we had many very enthusiastic oil users. Yes, and they were the result.
Yes.
You see them in our academy, and yes. So what happened then? That the other academy, and now it comes 10 years later, 2011, we were still gold.
Because we didn't know how network marketing works, because Gary spoke about the products, and so we did the same. And but we said, okay, is this the way of network marketing?
Yes, we had no money, we had no time for our kids, working harder than ever before. It was really, yes. And then we asked, okay, what we can do. What we can really do is this network marketing. We saw all the other networkers, they have time and all these things, and they are doing their work really very smart, and we worked hard, and we said, okay, that can't be anymore. So we asked, is this network marketing? So the next question was how we can bring the business to the people. Not how we can bring the oils to the people.
Because this we did 10 years long.
Yes, how we can bring the business to the people. That was our next question. And then, oops, Here are our first 5 tips for you, because we have not only 5 tips for you. The first and very, very important thing is
to be duplicatable, because everything what you're doing will be done by your members in your downline. And it means also that everything what you speak, everything what you eat, everything what you do will be duplicatable, will be duplicated by your members. And if you are doing right, then you can be happy because it will also be duplicated. If you make it wrong, this will be also be duplicated by your members. So you have to be careful what you show your members, what role model you are for your members.
Yes, that's really very, very important. And you only have to do things that your members can repeat. That's so important. And we learned it really very hard, because over the years, they all teach the raindrop technique, and they all teach the aromatherapy, and they were all loving the oils, but they
were no network.
Yes. So that's one very, very important thing. That's the first one. The second one, don't reinvent the wheel. That's also very, very important. The people often began with the network and with Young Living, and then they are writing books, then they are doing this and that, and they think that they have to do everything on their own, but you can find all the things in your virtual office.
What you need is you need members. This is what you need, and the question is how to get members. And if you work with your upline and he has some good tools, tips, and so on, then just take it and do it. Because if you start to do it in your color, in your style, it's everything nice, but you lose time. And in network marketing, one of the most important things is time, that you are fast growing. Because if you are fast growing, then momentum starts to begin. And momentum is one of the most important thing in network marketing. So don't reinvent the wheel. Just use the tools what you get from your upline and from your sponsor.
And from Young Living.
And from Young Living. Just do it. Take it and do it. And teach your member that they also have to use the tools what you can find on the websites of Young Living.
And the tools from Young Living, they are so great, so wonderful. Take that and bring it to your people, and they can duplicate it. That's the very, very important point.
Because every member has the not website from Young Living.
The website.
The website of Young Living. And so they have connection to all the information. This is important. Everyone who is a member has this connection and can get the tools.
The third thing, you know that, love it, share it, repeat. That's the only thing you have to do. Oh, and we are doing this since over 20 years. We love the product, we love everything of Young Living, and the only thing is to share it and repeat it. Love it, share it, repeat it. It has to be in your mind, in your cells, everywhere, in your blood, everywhere in your body. Yeah, and do this the whole time, nothing else.
And you have to think, if you meet someone on the street, in the bar, or somewhere, and you don't take the chance to help him to get a better life, then you fail, because every person whom you can show Young Living. Wie soll ich das auf Englisch sagen?
I don't know.
Sometimes English is also a problem for me, but I find a way.
We
to
are at
tell
home since over 6 months, so it
You
must
do
be
great. You both do great.
Okay. If you don't tell people the possibility of Young Living, the possibility of being healthy, the possibility of having a better life, and maybe something like freedom because you have enough money. If you don't tell it to the people, then you fail because you have to help people. You have to help people on every level, and Young Living brings the solution for every level: money, healthy, and fun.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, the wrong side. The fourth point: keep it short and simple.
Kiss.
Kiss. That's so important. Keep the things very short and simple. Not tell the people all about Young Living when you meet them the first time. So you are very enthusiastic. So we are enthusiastic since 20 years, as you know. But don't give them the whole
Thing, the whole story.
The whole story. It's too much for the people. They can't get that in their mind.
Don't eat the crocodile in one piece.
Yes.
Make crocodile burgers.
Yeah.
And that's the same with Young Living. If someone loves one of the oils, just give him the information that he can order it. That's fine. If you say, oh, I can order it, just sign him up and give him the possibility that he orders it. So step by step. What we are often do is that someone says, oh, it smells so good, and we say, oh yes, it's a wonderful oil. It has wonderful, you can have wonderful treatments, and it's a network marketing company, and you can buy it cheaper, and you. So if you do that, people will disappear. They will leave you. It's important that you keep it short and simple. Just give them what they really want.
Yes.
This one thing.
You have to listen to the people, what they really need and what they really want. That's really very important. We have to also learn that very hard. Because at the beginning you are so enthusiastic and you want to tell them everything, but keep it short and simple.
Kiss.
Kiss. Oh, I'm always the wrong side. Okay, and the next one, that's also very important. Believe in your dreams, never stop, and do the right things. Never stop. We often, really often, and we see that since years, that people, they stop too early. Because they quit too early. Because they say, oh no,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I got 3 no's, and so if 3 people say no to me, then it doesn't work. So maybe you have to wait for 10 no's. Maybe you need a no collection. You have to collect no's, because if you catch 7 no's, or 6 or 5 or 8, whatever, then you get yes. And if you collect enough no's, then you have the yes in between.
That's it. So these 5 tips, we began in 2011. We began to work with these 5 things, and we decided that we are networkers. And at that time, after 2011, it began that the things really got crazy. Because what happened? In 2013, in March, we got platinum. In October 2013, we got diamond. November 2014, we got crown diamond. And November 2015, we got world crown diamond. It was only 4 years after we decided, no, we are not only oil users, we are networkers.
We are not only aromatherapists, we are not only massage therapists. We decided to shift our mindset to a business mindset. And this was the solution for our success. Ulli and I, what we are doing is we coach people, we make trainings, and we created a wonderful training. We call it the Trainer. And this is also a collection of everything what does not work and the solutions how it works. And when we asked ourselves in the year 2010, 2011, what should we change? So we started to change. And after 2 years of training in our downline, we achieved World Crown Diamond in a very short time.
So these 5 points are very important for you. It doesn't matter if you work online or offline. Work smart, not hard. Hard, yes, we also worked very hard, but it's also the way you work with the people. You have to, it's also very important to let the leaders go and to let them to do their own work and to their own experience. So that's so important that you are not the
big mama.
Yes. And that they can do their own work with their people. Really let them go and let them do their things. That's so important because they are entrepreneurs.
Yes, yesterday I had a wonderful coaching with a very loving member in our downline. And the result of our coaching was that she has to take care that her leaders do their work by themselves so that she gets time to find new members. And this is very necessary for you to know, because if we start to build up and we found 3 business builders and we have a lot of work around us, then we also lose time because we don't find new members because we have to take care of our members. But it has to do with responsibility, to overtake the own responsibility for the own team, and this gives you time to build up more members in your direct line.
Yes. At the moment we have over 53,000 members in our downline, but I love it, I really love it to sign up new members. I really love it. That's our work. We have no other work. Yes.
And we work old school.
We really work old school. Yes, we are old people. Our daughter is also working with us. She works smarter than we. Yes. She works online only with social media. It's not so easy to work with social media, but it's also
sometimes.
It's easy sometimes. It's not easy, but it's a way. There are so different ways you can work. You can work online. You can work offline. You can do so many things, and everything is free for you. And that's, I think, the best thing with Young Living and with this this kind of working, the network marketing. I love it because you're free, you can do your own things, but you have a wonderful company in the back. So that's fantastic. That's no better way in the world to work for us. So now I show you back. Yes, one side. Now I show you, I really want to show you, because we really want that you are at the same point sometimes. This was our World Crown Diamond ceremony at the convention in Salt Lake City in 2016. And it was one of the best moments in our life. And I really want to show you this. Oh, can you
Na, vorhin, Sascha.
Ja, aber ich komme nicht
Oh
drauf.
ja, du kommst drauf.
One second, I have to switch this. Okay, now I can start it. So, now, it
Und mach,
on.
ja.
Yes.
So,
Ulli, thank you that I could see it again. It's for me always when I see it, I'm so proud and I'm so happy. My heart is so big and to be with this wonderful woman there in Young Living. So it's so wonderful, and for me it's a message to every one here in this group. Young Living can make you free. Young Living can bring you in your freedom. And when we achieved this rank, it was a wonderful step to freedom. And yeah, I'm sure that we are dead in some years, in 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever years. But how will be the time in till to that moment when we die? So the life should be fulfilled, and Young Living fulfills your life. You have to know it. That's one of the reasons why you do network marketing with Young Living. It's so important that you know it. You have all that in your hand that you can come to that point, the point of real freedom. So important.
it's very important, of course. Oh, that's the wrong side. Okay. Now we have 5 more tips for you. And many people ask us, what is your secret for your success? And we often thinking about it, what's the secret? But I can tell you,
there is no secret. There is no secret. You just have to be excited and share this excitement with other people and show them how they can order and excite other people again. That's all. That's the secret, but it is no secret.
What's really very important, you have to find your way. Not the way of your upline, not the way of your downline, not the way of other people. It's your way. Because when you are authentic, then the people will love you. And the people will join the network and will join Young Living, not only because of the products, they join because of you. They join because of the team. They join because of the fun, of everything, of the big picture. They don't join because only of the products. That's so important. And if you find your way, how you can share the products with other people. If you are a mom, then you can share your mom story. If you are I don't know,
mechanical.
Yes.
Or a priest or astronaut.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You have to share it your way.
And you have to share your story. People want to hear stories. This is the reason why movies are so good, and everyone loves movies, because they tell stories. And if people comes together and they speak together, so they tell stories to each other, because stories is what we need and what motivates us.
Yeah, that's really important. And if you have at the beginning not your story, then share a story of other people. We always tell our people,
upline.
okay, share our story. It doesn't matter Yes, until you have your story. You have to find your story, and the people will love you because of your story and because of your way you are doing the business, and you are bringing this wonderful business to the people. Yes, and not because of the product. So many people are doing the mistake that they are posting the whole day about products.
No one wants to see this, really.
They want to see you. If you share one picture of you, you have 10 or 100 more likes than you share a picture of a product. You have to be present to the people. You have to be, yes, share your story on Facebook, on Instagram. So we have so many possibilities. Okay, then the other things, and also these things we saw years over years over years. There are people, they read thousands of books, network marketing books. Our shell is also full of them. But if you are doing nothing, you only read these books, nothing happens.
I teach so many people different courses, different styles of using essential oils of whatever. You can visit so many courses and trainings. If you don't start doing, nothing will happen.
Yes.
You have to do it. And there are so many people and members, they plan, and then they plan and say, okay, now I have to make my plan a little bit better. Then they plan better, they make the plan more better, and after 1 year they say, okay, I think the plan is good. But they never did something. So you cannot achieve a rank, you cannot find people if you don't start to do what you have to do.
Yeah. And Young Living is not a hobby. That's your job. It's a job. If you decide that you want to be successful, that's a job. And you have to do your work, your daily work. And that's also very important. That's like, yes, like you go to your work every day. You have to plan it. If you are not planning your success, nothing happens. You also plan your journey if you are going on holidays. So you have to plan your success. We are working with plans, with really success plans with our people. So you have the wonderful new wise brochure in the VO. In every speech, the wonderful new with the calendar, with the 90-day plan. That's fantastic. You can work with this with your people. Work with this. Get it and work with that, because it's great. We had nothing to work with them, but we decided, okay, there we are doing a plan, a 90-day plan. We are doing coachings with our people, 90-day coachings. In last coaching, we had over 500 people.
I think one of the success secrets of us is that we have an idea and we try it and we look what happens. We just do it first and then we prove it after that. And this brings us. This is very successful for us, because there's first doing, and then we check out the result of that.
Yes, that's also important. So you already read this, I think, and what's also very important, and I also get myself very often at my nose.
Das kann man nicht sagen, das versteht niemand.
No?
Okay. Ulli wanted to okay, I also cannot say this. It doesn't make sense. So, was wolltest du eigentlich sagen?
If you spend the whole day on social media to watch the others, nothing happens. If you only watch the others, if they are getting successful, you can't get successful. You have to do your work, not to watch the others.
That's it.
That's it. That's really important. And I also sometimes are on social media and watching the others. No, and then I switch off and said, no, that's not the way I get successful. I have to do my work with my people, my way. That's so important. Do your work your way.
And if there are bad days, don't stop.
Yes.
It's so important. Don't stop. Never stop. Stopping is not the way.
Okay, but please don't tell us that network marketing doesn't work.
I say if one person has achieved the highest rank, then he proved it that it is possible. And now, yeah, we have proved it, and we have a Royal Crown Diamond in our downline. So they proved it. So it is possible. You just have to do it.
Yes. So you already know the 5 tips, the very important tips. You have to be duplicatable. Don't reinvent the wheel. Oh God, my English. Don't reinvent the wheel.
You do great, guys. Come on. I saw a lot of comments in the chat from people who know you long time, and they are writing that your English is very improved, and they are celebrating you. So
great.
Yeah, really, Ulli, I really want to say, I saw you guys the first time in Frankfurt, and I was thinking like, what is this? I don't understand. Or I was thinking like, it's maybe my English is too bad because I don't understand a thing. And if I hear you guys talking right now, it's amazing how your English is accelerated. It's not grown, it's accelerated. It's really phenomenal. So you don't have to excuse yourself. You're doing really, really good. Really.
So we should start with a new language, with Russia, like something like that.
Yes, or something else. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Carol.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay. Oh, yes. The first 2 I already said.
Yeah.
What was? You have to be. It has to be in your mind the whole day. Yes, and the whole time you have to think about these things. You have to be duplicatable. Oh, now I can.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
Yes. What's the next? Love it, share it, repeat it. Yes, that's so important. Keep it short and simple.
It's KISS.
Yes. Never stop. Never stop and do the right things. And then you are growing like this. That's very simple, but that's it. There is nothing more to say. And these 5 points, there is no secret for your success. It only depends on you. Only on you.
And that is your mindset. You have to work on your business mindset. That's it.
That's it.
Thank
so
you.
We don't tell you that it's easy, but it's possible.
Yes, just do it.
Just do it. Never give up.
Thank you so much.
wow. Hey, bravo, bravo. Thank you so much, guys. It's so amazing listening to you. I mean, I know your story, but by listening to you, it's always inspiring. And I can see in the chat the whole time that everybody really enjoyed listening to you guys. And you know, it's someone wrote now, it's not about the language, it's about your being authentic, and people can hear you, they feel you, and this is one of your strengths. Look, guys, what I want to say, what I love about they both is that when it comes to relationship, this is something what makes really a difference with how they do it. You can fight with them, you can have fun with them, you can have crazy ideas, but at the end of the day, you will always sit with them and enjoy time. They are friends. And this is what I really love about you guys. And we had a lot of fights and fun and everything. But we learned that only by being in this way, you find solutions, you find new ways, and you can inspire other people. The other thing is what I really love about you both. You lead by example. I remember I was sitting with you both in the hotel lobby in Prague 2 years ago when we had the convention in Prague. And there was a young guy sitting with his girlfriend. And Ulli and Vijay, I tell you guys, they both sit like lions, listening what they both are talking, how they are moving, everything. Then they looked into each other's eyes and said, let's get this guy. And then they didn't need to go to the guy. They were shining so bright that the guy came to them. The guy started a conversation with them. And I was observing them both, how they worked, how they spoke with the guy. The guy had immediately an interest to experience the essential oil. And this is one of minimum 10 stories I experienced with them. They are Royal Crown Diamonds, but they are not lying on the couch. They are talking with people every day. And this is one of the biggest strengths. And I learned that, and this is what I share with people when they ask me, what makes the difference? I say, Ulli and Vijay, they are never tired to talk to people and enroll new people. And also another thing is, you know your team. Ulli, for example, told us once, she knows the names of the pets from their team. For example, there is a lady, her cat's name, I don't know the name, I think it was Louise or something.
Yeah.
And Ulli is writing down the name of the pet, and in the next call with the member, she asks, how is your cat Louise? And this is building relationship. And this is what I love about you both. You are so great in this. And one very big thing, which I really like to share here, is you have your ego under control. And I think this is one of the very biggest issues from leaders. If your ego eats you, you are lost. And you both have your ego really under control, and you help others to get this under control. I love it. And one last or two last sentence, which I like to say is, you are so open for cross-line work. You are helping everybody else. You like to see everyone becoming successful. And this is what I really love about you. I think you are amazing ambassadors of Young Living. Thank you for being who you are.